Hello and welcome to Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing some Quickmatch. Yesterday sometime, Blizzard released a couple of videos showing a rework in the future for Brightwing and Kerrigan. So today we're going to be playing both of those heroes. Now, Kerrigan is one of my all-time favorite heroes. She's one of the first heroes I ever started playing. And Brightwing was, for a very long time, my number 2 healer, but he quickly fell off in the last season. But, hey, we're going to jump into some matches and see how it goes. Alright, here we go. We're fighting a Alterac Pass friendly team of Varian, Kerrigan, Nazebo, Brightwing, and Tassadar. This is gonna be fun. Now, yes. Brightwing is a global hero. She can travel around the map very quickly. In a blink of an eye, really. With this phase shift, it's very quick for her to travel from the bot lane all the way to the top lane. But yeah, Brightwing is an interesting healer. She excels against spell damage. She was reworked not long ago to be much better against spell damage. But as new heroes have come into the game and new healers have come into the game, Brightwing has fallen off as far as how good she is. Now, we're going to go over some of Brightwing's abilities here in just a second. I'm going to go with the Pixie Charm here. Get those bribe stacks, make it easy for us to get these camps. And this Sergeant Hammer is doing some work here. There we go. I need to be polymorphing the hammer more because polymorphing her pulls her out of siege mode. Just like so. That's what I need to be doing there. Go ahead and put some shielding onto my teammates here. I mean, it's only a momentary loss of siege mode, but it's beneficial. Now, these little circles, the circle that you can kind of see out around the edge here is the radius in which my heal pulses. Whoops, I just threw that on myself. Alright, we'll just go and polymorph that. I'm okay, I have health. I can get away. Now, Brightwing's Q ability is Arcane Flare, that's what it's called. I was going to call it something weird. I need to get mana. What this does, fires out a flare of arcane magic, which deals damage, and deals more damage in the center. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty basic ability there. W ability for Brightwing is the Polymorph. And the polymorph turns an enemy into a sheep or whatever else you want to turn them into for a period of time. And while they are polymorphed, they can't use abilities, they move slower. It's wonderful. Okay, we're probably gonna go for a phase shift build here. I think that's gonna be necessary if we want to heal up this team, because the enemy team doesn't have a whole lot of spell damage. Maybe I shouldn't have polymorphed her there. It would have took her more time to get away from Varian there. Alright, do I have enough charges to bribe right now? No, I don't. Take this hero out of the fight. Alright, so we're gonna go with Empower Phase Shift here. Careful, Nazebo. Gotta make sure they are in my circle of healing here. Varian's down and Kerrigan's down. Oh boy. Oh, Tassadar was getting the camp. Alright, I'm gonna head down to the bot lane and get some XP. Gonna hit Alt-E, which will self-cast my E ability, the Pixie Dust. The Pixie Dust reduces the amount of spell damage you take from enemy attacks and increases your move speed. I'm just coming down here to get some nice, easy XP while I wait for my team to get up here. Now I'm going to just phase shift in, and now I am here. We're having a really tough time getting damage in. But we don't really have a whole lot of damage yet. We're a late game comp. Kerrigan is our only real... Kerrigan and Varian are only real early game heroes. Everyone else is pretty late game, to be absolutely honest. I don't know why we're defending this, but we are. We need to head up to the top lane. Like, honestly, you should probably start with your most pushed out lane, or the easiest one to defend, and then move on to the more difficult ones. Alright, we're going to grant a shield upon arrival. We're not going to worry about trying to cleanse anything at this point. We're just going to go ahead and polymorph that hammer. Varian, you need to come back. There we go. We killed the Sergeant Hammer there. I'm gonna go ahead and increase his move speed. Polymorph the Diablo so he can't get that flip, which if he has a certain talent will increase his self-healing by allowing him to get more fire stomps. So there we go. Don't worry about the camp. I can bribe.
You can knock us down, but we'll get right back up.
She's gonna do it anyway. Okay. Well, can't say I didn't tell you. Alright, I'm just keeping an eye on this fight while I head down to the bot lane. I'm trying to get XP where enemies are not, so that I can try and push us up closer to 10. I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you. But right now, we need this XP. We need our level 10s. You guys are okay for now. They're not threatening the fort yet. Dude, we're fine. I'm watching you. Here we go. Kerrigan's about to go in. Kerrigan with the combo! Oh, big combo. Let's go ahead and polymorph that Diablo. Missed with the flare there. Go ahead and increase Kerrigan's move speed, but she needs to be careful. There is a full fort up in there. I can't out-heal a fort. I cannot out-heal a fort.
2 at once.
More of our warriors have been captured. We cannot allow them to remain.
Alright, I can go bribe the enemy camp. Just fine and dandy. We're gonna go with the Emerald Wind here. Go ahead and bribe that enemy camp so they lose some pressure on the map. Gonna keep an eye on my teammates up here, make sure they're okay. Gazebo. Nope. I tried to cancel it. I don't know how to cancel that, actually. So that's a problem. I'm trying to keep Tassadar in range so he's getting those heals. Oh, that's big damage right there. Trying to get down in here. Trying to heal my team as best I can.
The Alliance has secured the cave.
Trying to make sure I'm healing my Kerrigan here, but she's running away from me. I can't run as fast as her on that mount. Oh, be careful, please. Please be careful. I can just poly him. Let's go ahead and tat. We'll hit our fountain. We're gonna give Kerrigan a shield. And we're gonna go ahead and stop their channel on this objective here. Following in with the rest of my team. Get the polymorph on the Diablo here. There we go.
Impressive.
This will only hurt until you die.
And I'm just gonna chase on that hammer a little bit. I have 3 stacks once again, so I'm gonna go bribe the enemy's camp again.
Let's help them with that.
Alright. And this lane is very pushed up in our favor here. I was trying to get in there. Go ahead and throw some anti-spell damage. Tried to throw it on somebody, but I couldn't get it. We're gonna go ahead and poly this hammer. There we go. Good kill. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna back off here. So the Diablo's not hitting me. And I'm gonna go poly this hammer. Kerrigan gets the kill. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get some move speed on our Kerrigan here. Oh, but she's going in deep.
Choose a talent.
She decided she'd rather die. And that's her choice. Not mine. Alright, let's head on to another lane. Faster for me to travel that way. Now, how do I get bribe stacks? From healing allies, actually. I forgot to mention that. Brightwing heals, or gets bribe stacks from that talent from healing her allies, which my allies aren't in need of healing right now. So we're not actually acquiring any bribe stacks currently, but you can gather them pretty quickly if your friendly team is low and you just heal them up.
It will take more than
We're gonna go ahead and get the Pixie Dust grants physical armor. This is effectively a block,
Agree.
effectively providing my teammates with a little bit of some block to help against those hammer auto attacks. We'll make sure we get some healing in up here on the Kerrigan and the Varian. Oh, but she's out of my range.
Good thing together.
And hopefully we'll have enough to bribe our camp by the time it comes up. Alright. Yeah, somebody take some damage up here. There we go. There's a little damage. A little bit of some dabblage.
Choose a talent.
I'm just backing up a little. There we go. Polymorphed Diablo out of his charge. Give him some physical armor there. And there we go. Diablo has lost his souls again. We're gonna get some move speed on our Kerrigan here. Get her in there with that Garrosh. Try and get a polymorph on him. There we go. There's the poly. There's the combo, and Garrosh is dead. Alright, enemy camp comes up in 46 seconds. I should be able
And now you are
to bribe that, no problem. Alright, I am going to head down to the bot lane and get some soak down here while we wait for the objective to come up.
I am happy.
I'm just gonna... You want to go to these far lanes to get soak if you have your phase shift available,
warriors loose.
so you can phase shift to your teammates and get up there. I'm going to soak this one last wave, and then I'm going to head up there as soon as the enemies arrive. As soon as I see enemies arriving, here we go. And we are going to increase the polymorph duration here. Giving a little physical armor to my Varian, but not quite enough to keep him alive. But we did pick up the triple. Hammer is still in here. I'm gonna get in here and get that polymorph. And that polymorph lasts a long time. Alright, now my phase shift will be up momentarily, so I'm gonna head down here and bribe the enemy camp. Generate some pressure. And then I'm gonna phase shift up. Alright, I stepped up and tanked the boss so Kerrigan could get her health back up. I didn't want her to wind up having to engage with a low health pool. I think it was the right choice. We will see if it pays off here in just a moment. We're gonna go ahead and poly the Garrosh there. There we go. We're getting it done here. We're getting it done, and you're starting to see, like, Brightwing's still in the game. She's still good. She just has a really hard time against a lot of these newer heroes. Like we don't have a lot of the newer heroes in this match, and if we did, I'd probably be struggling really hard. Oh, we're gonna get out of that. Give my Nazebo some armor here. And get him out of there, and the game is over. Good job, team. Good job.
Victory!
Hey, look at that. Brightwing with the MVP. That's not uncommon if you play Brightwing. It's not uncommon. Let's see. Let's, do I vote? I'm tempted to vote for Varian. He was a little too all in for my tastes, but he did good. He did good. He did real good. I appreciate it. You know, he went with the burst instead of going for the tankiness because he saw, or I don't know why he went with that. Maybe because he was just going with that, and that's what he planned on going with. I don't know, but it worked out for us, and he didn't really die too much for how much how deep he was going on some of those, but we kind of needed to go deep, and we kind of needed the burst if we were going to take down that hammer. Anyway, talents for both teams. Kerrigan with the most kills, but not the most damage, and this is something that's common on Kerrigan. It's also fairly common with Illidan's, especially in games where healing or fights are fairly short, like this one. Fights were really, really short in this one, and it was more about getting a couple of kills and then letting them back off and then healing your team up. That's kind of the mindset where Brightwing really shines, is either get in, take a fight, get the enemy to burn their ults, get out and heal up, then go back in, because you're gonna heal up everybody as a group, whereas Ana can only heal one person at a time. So you'll have your whole group totally better and good enough to fight before Ana will. Or you go in, you get a couple of kills, the enemy leaves, and then you heal everybody up. And that's kind of how this match was playing. And those are the kind of matches where you see your Kerrigans and your Illidan's and your really heavy-hitting dive heroes getting lots of kills with low damage, because people are just dying so much faster than they would otherwise. Like, for instance, if this enemy team had a Rhaegar, Kerrigan might have a lot more damage, because Rhaegar is going to Ancestral the Diablo. All of a sudden he's got a brand new health bar. But instead, they only had the Ana, and I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to her in particular, but she may have been missing more of her shots than I know. I don't know. She out-healed me, but I know Ana can heal a significant amount if you're not missing all of your shots. So I'm thinking she was having a hard time hitting some of her shots there. Anyway, let's look at some talents here. There's nothing really here that I really want to look at, aside from maybe the hammer with these Maelstrom rounds. It's activatable damage increase. Yeah, graduating range. Like, graduating range is good, but I think the hover siege mode is just so much better. I really do. Being able to back up and move around, even if it's very slowly, is huge. It's a big deal. But I don't think it would have affected the outcome of this match anymore, whether she had graduating range or the hover mode. Anyway, yeah. So this is old. This is soon to be old Brightwing right here. Old Brightwing with a phase shift build, or a phase shift-ish build. Yeah. I used to really like Brightwing. I used to play him a lot. I don't know, Frog with wings, a lot. But in the last season of Hero League, I noticed that Brightwing just wasn't cutting it anymore. The amount of damage that was coming out was just too much for Brightwing's heals, and that's even starting to become the case for Lucio. And the only really redeeming thing that Lucio really has going for him is that bro shield. Like, if you can time that really well, you can turn a fight completely around, but these AoE healers are having a harder and harder time, is something that I'm noticing. And I'm excited for these reworks, I really am. The Brightwing rework looks great. They talked about more stuff in the Brightwing rework, I think, than they did in the Kerrigan rework. And I'm really hoping that it's going to be a full rework for both heroes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Doing Kerrigan next.